gents, Smackdown is over. Okay? Put my purse on the microphone. Thank you. Smackdown is over, ladies and gents, and it's time to talk about it. It was okay. Wasn't a hype show. It was okay. The beginning of the show started out pretty cool. It had a tag team match with Finn Balor and Big E going up against the Usos. Big E and Balor won that match. The Usos didn't really too particularly like that match, They lost, so they beat the hell out of Big E when he was by himself and vulnerable. This is going to lead to, Dry, can you just turn that down just a little bit? This is going to lead to a tag team match, a 6-man tag team match on Monday. They are going to have Big E and the New Day versus Roman Reigns and his cousins, Nino Brown and the CMB, a.k.a. the Bloodline. So it's going to be the Bloodline versus New Day this coming Monday. Now, what else happened? Carmella faked that she broke her nose. Cool. But Naomi was like, bitch, let me say you something, okay? I done been here longer than you, okay? I done put in more work than you, okay? I don't know what your problem is with me, bitch. But you gonna stop disrespecting me. That's what's about to happen. You tell me when I'm gonna get my match. Oh, come back next week and I'll have something. No. I don't want to hear that. Tell me when my match gonna be. Because one thing about it, the two things for sure, bitch, I don't give up. I don't give up. Naomi went up in her ass like a pair of tight drawers. She wasn't playing. She said, I'm sick of you disrespecting me. I'm tired of that. You think because I got these bobos in my hair and I'm real cute and I like laughing and joking and kikiing that I won't beat your ass. But I will. If you don't do what I need you to do. Do your fucking job. She was not playing with Nene today. Okay? She went up in her ass. Good job, Nene. Good job. Sonya was real mad because she got sunned. And then Sonya pulled a bitch move and suspended the girl or fined her. Punk bitches do punk shit. Kenny said, I didn't care for Balor retelling how the Demon came about. Well, I don't think it was a retelling. I don't think he retold how the Demon came about. What I think is, it's like, nigga, you forgot where I'm from. He said it very clear. I ain't got no wrestling family. Okay? I come from poor work. But my family got a little bit of something too. You might be a part of the tribe, but bitch, I'm the Demon. And I think you don't forgot. So let me just give you a bit of a reminder of who the fuck I am. Because without me, that title wouldn't mean shit. And he is right. Because Balor had the title first. Okay? The inaugural Universal Champion. Period. President Tim, hey. Karen can get snatched too. No, she got fined. It looked like she got fined. Naomi got fined. She did not get suspended. Did y'all see Becky here? Yeah, we saw Crossfire here. She had a nice couple of pieces in there. She went and found her a good black hairstylist to put them Bantu knots in for her. Because they're not mini buns. They're Bantu knots. They're Bantu knots. Okay? The hair was cute, but she looked goofy as hell, and I stand on that. Becky looked real good though. I just went, She looked like she was real burning. She was real deep in the face with the makeup, but your hands was real pasty. You know, like a cum cricket, palm pilot-esque. Anyway, her outfit was cute today. I guess it's that. Her makeup was nice. I didn't have a problem with that. But what I didn't like was how she tried to upstage my girl Bianca in her hometown. See, these are the type of things that WWE gets on my nerves about. Okay? Me no like. Okay? I don't like it. But you know what? That's okay, because Bianca finna get the title back in Extreme Rules, and all will be right with the world. Okay? Now, we did see Paul Heyman get in a bit of a hot water with his main chick, Nino Brown. Okay? He was sitting there, and he called the thing. Nino called him over. He said, you got something you want to tell me? Paulie said, no, I don't have nothing to tell you. He said, you sure? Are you positive you don't have nothing you want to tell me? Paulie said, I think I know what you're getting at. I swear I didn't know what happened with I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. He said, well, let's pretend I know something and you need to tell me what's up. So Paulie's like giving him the whole speech about how Brock Lesnar fears him. And then he slipped up. And he was like, wait a minute. Brock's going to be at Extreme Rules. He was like, shut up. He was like, uh-oh. I think I gave it away. You did. You did, Thickum King. You did. You gave it up, honey. This is how you know you ain't used to having no side bitch. Listen, the rules state clearly. Hold on, let me pull it up. Because I got to pull up Future's handbook on fuckboy tendencies. Heard on. Here it is. The gospel according to Future. Okay, the rules stated clearly. You know what I'm saying? She is for the streets. Yes? No tea, no hope. Yes? You're supposed to be loyal where you need to be. Okay? That is the gospel. That is the book. I abide by that. Okay? Paulie, you got to get it together, baby. You got to get it together, honey. Okay? You got to get it together. Because it looked like your side chick finna whoop your ass. Okay? And then it looked like your main chick finna drop you on your head. You can't be getting your ass whooped by your women. Okay? You got to get them in line. Right? Now, I know it's gonna be rough because you ain't used to having a bunch of bitches on your team like that. But you'll figure it out. It's gonna be real nice for me to watch the train wreck. Okay? The mess that's about to ensue is going to be palatable. It's going to be delicious. Okay? It's going to be great. And I'm going to savor every minute of it. Yes. Anyway, then we had Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Booth going up against y'all. I swear to you, I was watching the show. I can't record or post to Instagram right now because of the update. It causes my stuff to be flipped upside down. And the only way I can post is if it's a long video and it's like a full size. It's not like stretched out. It's so weird. But anyway, child, I was watching the show with Jared and Dolph Ziggler was on the screen. This Negro said, who is this? Who is that lady on the apron with her hair flat iron? And I said, what?
I said, who that lady with the silk press?
I said, with the silk press?
Silk press.
Okay. even worse. I said, who is you talking about? He like, oh, that's dog signal. I lost it. I fell out. He said, nigga dog had a silk press. I can't take it. Let me tell y'all something. That is the driest silk press I have ever seen in my entire life. If that's what we talking about in terms of dog signal's hair. His hair is brittle. Okay? Brittle. Oh my gosh. Let me put some of y'all comments in here. I was looking for something to wrap my food in, and here Rollins stole all the aluminum foil for that suit. Child, the reflective nature of that platinum suit and them platinum sneaks he had on. You should be ashamed of yourself for coming out there like that. I know you fucked up the white balance of every camera in that arena. That spotlight hit you, you was messing up people's eyes. I got damaged. I'm going to sue WWE for damages to my eyes, for them putting Seth Rollins on TV like that. He been shiny. I don't like it. It was too shiny. It was too much. Dial it back, Seth Rollins. You didn't have to come out there dressed like that. Looking like if oil spilled on you and just beat up. Just a mess. You looked a mess. Now, usually I got your back, but today you came out there dressed like the Tin Man. You looked a mess, dog. You got me messing your name up. Seth, you looked a mess. Okay, you look terrible. Oh, you're losing your hair. Your edges is falling back. It looked like your wife went and collected all of them and put them in her hair, dyed it orange. You just look terrible. You look terrible. Oh. Anyway, back to these comments. Brock needs to go back to the cave he crawled out of, and yeah, but he ain't going nowhere, honey. I'm just gonna boo him like I always do. Goro is not going anywhere, okay? He's not going nowhere. Your side chick is reserved for the day after holidays, February 15th. Day after Thanksgiving, December 26th. Well, they tell you all the fall. Chloe took most of it, wearing it all at the VMA's red carpet. Never let those days miss. Hey. He said, not a silk press, bitch, I'm crying. That's what he said. He did say a silk press. He must have been bacon in that suit. He had me. Kitty said, shame. Woo! Dog needs a hair mask and a prayer. Child, at this point, cut it off. There's no saving it when it's dead. It's dead. That is not even laid to the side. It's just fried. Okay? Girl, when Seth came out, I was like, woo, child, Tip gonna have a field day with this one. Pennywise looked kind of cute tonight. She looked okay. She came dressed for the cause. She looked like she was gonna go right on tour with the Spice Girls. I don't know who she was gonna be. I don't know. Maybe we can call her Punk Spice or Crotch Fire Spice. Let's just call her Hot Spice. Cayenne, you know. Potato spice, I don't know. Boil spice. Let's call her boil spice. Cause she real dicey. Becky is our new melanin queen with those bantu knots. Bitch, you got me fucked up. I will never in the day say that shit. I only said it because you put it in here. Absolutely not. She got fined because she got all up in song at the Bill's Grill, and I do it again. I throw the money in her face now. She better. My melanin queen is Michelle Obama and my mama, and that's so current. In my opinion, I think Bianca is getting that title back at Extreme Rules after what happened tonight. That was the plan, whether this happened tonight or not. I've been telling y'all that for the last since SummerSlam. I've been telling y'all she gonna get it back. I've been telling y'all this. Yes, that hair gotta go. Throw some holy water on it or something. You're talking about, yo, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want it up. I want it up. Oh. Sorry, y'all. I had a flashback. Anyway, although she had her whale tail out, it wasn't working for me. I'm gonna need Paul Heyman to let them sideburns go. Like, yeah, it's not happening. Sis. He like having that fryer cut. They hanging on for dear life, child. Oh, it was an okay show. Good. It kept your attention. I ain't mad at it. But Naomi let her ass have it, as she should have. Okay. Naomi said, "I'm not playing with you hoes. I didn't come to play with you hoes. I came to slay, bitch." Naomi said, "I'm sick of you disrespect. And what you about to do is respect me, okay?" She was not playing. The Usos kicked the shit out of Big E, almost kicked Paul's ass. They should have been whooping Paul Heyman's ass, marked him out. Y'all sure y'all don't hear Rugrats theme song with Liv talk? Just check it. Ooh, you petty. I do that petty girl thing and cut Dolph's hair and then sleep at the summer party. I'll just ask X-Pac to come in there and do it. He good at cutting people's hair. Any woozies. The tribal chief, y'all tribal chief, Nino Brown, the CMB still on top. You got Unc and Young Def out here recruiting to the game. And they ain't adding nobody else yet. They just keeping it real small and tight, keeping the operation smooth, you know. And next Monday, we're going to get the New Day versus the Bloodline. This is what everybody wanted to happen at Survivor Series, but it's happening next Monday, okay? So, girl, let's do it, okay? Karen don't got nothing better to do. I think this Karen girl, this Karen that's on the phone with Sonya, that might become a character in later months. And if I was WWE, I'd capitalize on it. I mean, she would get her ass whooped every week, you know. She would be, you know, the one causing all the drama, you know, but then she would get beat up. I mean, I think that'd be satisfying for a lot of people to see a Karen get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Naomi should have said, "Don't make me call Mandy." For what? Call Mandy for what? I can whoop your ass myself. I don't need Mandy's punk ass to come in here and help me whoop your ass. The fuck? The fuck? Girl. Not the said the Newports. Child. This whole picture took me out because it's the do-rag. It is the do-rag for me. See if you have the funniest picture, child. I tried. I be trying, honey. So Smackdown was pretty decent. It really was. Had us up in here like, girl, Naomi took them out, honey. I was out here like, ooh. Lay me down. I done passed out. But one part about the show that had me go, the women's match. So let me get this straight. They had a match, everything's going as smooth as it could be. Now, one thing about Carmella that I'm not liking as of lately is she a part of the hard titty gang as of right now. And this thing's sitting up there real hard, like tetherball. So she gonna be my new tetherball titty. It used to be sharp, but she got hers down to a reasonable size and look nice on her, comfortable. But Carmella, every time she come out there, hers look real hard. Like they real, you know, they real blocky, cement-like. And I ain't trying to talk about it and be down on no women. I'm just telling it, you know, the way I see it. You know, I just want Carmella to look her best, but they just look real. They're real up in your face, you know. It's just popping out a turtleneck and shit. It's like, damn, the titties in my face, bitch. You know, girl. Hey, Jeffrey, I hope you had a good birthday yesterday. I'm just trying to understand, you know. When Sonya was tugging on her tie, she was lucky that Naomi didn't squeeze that thing so tight she choked. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the rest of these comments in. The top be pulling them up. She want everyone to see. I mean, they real up in your face. You know, they real hot, like they trying to touch people. I don't like that. But it's her titties. You know, she can do what she want with them. That's just an observation that I've made. Okay, I ain't bullying nobody. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just calling it the way that I see it. Okay, but yeah, they had this so-called match. You know, Carmella gets hit in the face. Her face gets pushed into the turnbuckle, and she feels like her nose may be broken. She freaks out. The match over the counter. Liv cuts a promo and said, "I'm tired of you running your mouth," which I was trying to figure out when Carmella was running her mouth. I just want to know, when did the bitch start talking? Because she ain't talked in about 3-4 weeks. Last time I saw her, she was getting beat up by Becca at SummerSlam. Or she was in the ring getting her ass handed to her by Bianca. I was trying to understand when the bitch talked. I was trying to understand. I said, well, Liv, if she was talking shit, did she do it to you and not us? Because we didn't hear it. We didn't get it. I mean, babe, did you hear it? I didn't hear it. You know? So they gave them their little 2-minute match. And
I can see if she said she tired of her coming out there running for matches.
Right, because sometimes Carmella do that, you know. But I'm just saying, you know, it was real interesting because I was just like, girl, when did you talk? When did that happen? But anyway, Liv said, I'm sick of you running your mouth. And she said, me and you gonna have a match at Extreme Rules, you know. And she didn't accept till she got in the back. And I was literally like, okay, they gonna put a mask on this bitch too. Okay, everybody gets a mask. You get a mask. You get a mask. You get a mask. Everybody gets a mask. Okay? Girl. I say, y'all put a mask on us bitches over. I'm calling you on your shit, WWE. You done had 2 people with a mask on, from Sheamus to Mandela, and she didn't even keep hers longer than her. Okay, you don't need no goddamn mask. You want to cover her up, put a bag over her head. Okay? Cover her up. But she don't need no damn mask. Child. I thought you weren't doing a review after Smackdown. That's not what I said. If you were on my Instagram, I said I wasn't going to be able to post commentary, but I was still going to go live on YouTube. If that's not what it says, and I apologize for the confusion, but that is what I meant. All right, everyone's coming for me because I watched Dark Side of the Ring and I said Ric Flair and Tommy Dreamer lost my respect. Who is everyone? To be honest with you, whoever did it don't have no reason. Don't have no reason to be coming at your neck for that. Period, Don. I think Liv was talking about Carmella gloating about being the most beautiful woman in WWE, and in their during the Thunderdome, Carmella was talking stuff to Liv. Do you know how long ago that was? I mean, do you know how long ago that was, though? Like, you would have to go back to the Thunderdome to remember that. I don't even remember Liv being in the Thunderdome, but I do vaguely remember her having to qualify for the Money in the Bank through Carmella. Mm-hmm. She had to go through like Zelina and Carmella and still didn't qualify. They had to like add her into the match and shit. Like, so, yeah, but you know how long ago that was? Like, that was some months ago. What was that? Right after WrestleMania? So, March?
Something like that.
Wait, March, April. April was WrestleMania. So what was that? May? May, June, July, August. I don't remember. It was some months ago. So much has happened since then. How do you remember that? That's where you go from? Like, that is a severe lack of reading the room. Like, how did you? I would not have correlated that with that because they haven't talked to each other or seen each other. Like, girl, what the fuck? I mean, do that make sense? Like, I mean, it's like this. Let me put it to you this way. I'm not saying that everybody has an attention span of a gnat, but the reality is that was so far back. Nobody, unless you really are trying to pay attention to that shit, nobody's gonna remember it. They haven't been on TV in almost a month. In a full match, they have not been on TV in almost a month. On Smackdown alone. So for you to come out and cut a promo like that, where there's no substance to it, there's nothing to it because you had nothing to go on. Like, what do you? No. What she should have said is, I'm sick of you running around WWE telling everybody how beautiful you are. This is not a beauty pageant, bitch. This is WWE. We here to fight and win championships. And if your ass wants to keep running around here, running your mouth about how beautiful you are, then I'm finna wreck your face. All you had to say. Boom. I was like, bitch, you better tell her. You better tell her. Simple. Ain't nothing hard about that. We get into that. Like we gonna go over because I can't. Everyone calling Becky cringe is as if they weren't just begging her for a month ago. I can tell you right now, I've been talking shit about Becky since she came back. I'm gonna keep on talking shit about Becky since she come. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep on talking shit about Becky, and no one's gonna do anything about it. I like talking about Crotchfighter. Why I can't talk about her? She's a heel. People are not supposed to be on Becky's side. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept for people to understand. You're a heel, so we're supposed to treat you like a heel. When you're a face, we treat you like a face. Simple, easy, boom, got it. No problems. I read what you said. Did I not read what he said? I said everyone calling Becky cringe as if they weren't just begging for her a month ago. And I said I'm going to keep on talking about Becky every single week because I can. And I like doing it. I wasn't begging for her a month ago. I didn't give a damn if Crossfire came back or not. I'm going to keep on talking about her. And sometimes she can be cringe. That promo she cut last week when she was on Smackdown, that was cringe. When she came back calling Bianca Esther, that was cringe. So she is cringy sometimes. Now what? She is cringy sometimes. So if you like Becky, just say that. That's fine. Me either. Becky could have waited until her kids not turn 8. And I still wouldn't have asked for her. I'm back. Just got dropped off home. We wanted Becky on Raw, not SmackDown. Well, I did. Well, she finna go to SmackDown in the draft. I mean, she going to Raw in the draft. Don't worry. She'll be there. And then you'll be happy again. And you won't have to worry about people calling her cringe. Because she'll be on the show that everybody wants her to be on. Yes? And then she'll be champion. And then everybody will be in the streets. We're so happy for her. Moving on. I still completely agree with my statement in the United States of Tiffany, and as a person of the power, with the power of the Blue Ridge. Who was begging for Becky? Begging? The Soldier Boy. Not the Soldier Boy. Stop. The only thing I was begging for was a Jamaican patty at that time. You know what, Kenny? You was in the group chat feeling like it was gonna be the end of days if she didn't get that patty, honey. And when she got that patty, she was just like James Rice down when he was singing about patty pies. Patty! Oh my God. Anyway, Smackdown was decent. It was a good show. It was solid. It continued on. They split some stuff up. They're working on, giving us a little bit of what we want in terms of having New Day going up against the Bloodline. That's something that people wanted for some series, but they're going to get it a month early. So, it's a couple months from now. It's a couple months early they're going to get it. So that's cool. And Big E's going to officially be on Raw. So somebody on Twitter said they can't wait for Big E to announce himself as the WWE champion, like when New Day come out there as a group. And I was like, you know what? Yes, I fucks with that. I can't wait to hear it either. I'm very much waiting for that. But anyways, SmackDown was good. They had a solid show. Okay, now one thing I did miss and I overlooked was Apollo Crews attacked Shinsuke Nakamura, and he challenged him to a title rematch. And that rematch is going to be set for next week. Zelina Vega was in the back with faking ass Carmella, because Carmella claimed her nose was broke, but wasn't nothing wrong with that bitch nose. Anyway, Carmella and Zelina was together, and Zelina Vega was like, well, you gonna get her at Extreme Rules, accepting her challenge. Cool. So it's gonna be Zelina Vega versus Glitter Tears. What's her name? Liv, that's her name. Sorry. No, I ain't. She do got glitter tears. I do like her glitter tears, but it's funny. Anyway, so that match is set for next Friday for SmackDown. And I believe, ain't that the last Friday before Extreme Rules? Because Extreme Rules is next Sunday, right? Sure is. So Friday is the last live show before Extreme Rules, and that is the last show we're going to have with everybody on the current roster before we get to the draft. Now this weekend I'm going to release our mock draft for Down for the Count, so make sure y'all look out for that. Let me put the banner up, because I didn't put the banners up today. So make sure y'all look out for that. So I'm going to put that up on the podcast Saturday afternoon. I'm going to edit it tonight, and it should go up Saturday afternoon around 12. So y'all be on the lookout for that, okay? But anyways, Kenny said Patty. Right? Because who said that? Who said that? In your Porsche boys? She said, who said that? Girl, you said it. 18 months or 18 years old, preferably 18 years, but I'm not that lucky. Child. Okay, so it is next week. Okay, so all the matches are pretty much set for Extreme Rules next week. Are y'all going to watch it? As you know, it's going to be on Peacock. Are y'all going to watch Extreme Rules? I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to move into Dark Side of the Ring. Since I didn't get to talk about it over here, and I already talked about it on Instagram, we're going to talk about Dark Side of the Ring over here. So put in the comment section to watch Extreme Rules this weekend, and I shall return. All right?
Welcome to Jocelyn's Cabaret. Your every desire will be fulfilled. Your wish is my command. I'm here to please you, baby. Do it like it's your B-day. Do it like it's your B-day. Do it like it's your B-day, baby. Do it like it's your B-day. Do it like it's your B-day, baby. Do it like it's your B-day. Do it like it's your B-day, baby. Do it like it's your...
Genetics.
Drink, headshot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, pass out, drink, wake up, drink, bed it, drink,
Genetics.
Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it. Made it. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it.
Genetics.
Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it. Made it. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out.
Hold on, y'all. I'm coming in. Hold on.
Genetics.
Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it. Made it. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Made it.
All right. So I'm gonna let my people in. We got Don. We got Alexis. All right. So hold on. Let me get the pages, and then we can get on here and get started. Second. Let me go back to some of these comments. Listen to the podcast, the whole, and I'm loving the roast sessions, y'all trials.
Okay.
Maria, Chelsea, and Eva took you the fuck out.
I like the way you got back into Maria ass.
I still want that thesis. I want it.
That shit was
Where is it?
Hey, that
It's
that
had it.
Eva Marie one was full of yeah.
Girl, you went in.
That
You
was
hurt my
all-
feelings.
I didn't do nothing on that.
That was from the chest. That was from the chest.
She hurt my feelings with that one. I said, damn.
I hurt
Am I even
I hurt-
Marie?
I hurt your feelings.
Yeah. Oh, you? I thought you was
Like
Alexis.
Eva.
No, Alexis hurt my feelings.
Oh,
Hell no.
sorry, not sorry.
I was like, Jesus. Who, Jesus.
I could, but then as soon as Peacock fucked, she literally put P and then cock after it. Jesus. Peacock fucks up, that's it. I'm over it.
Has Peacock
Maybe could
fucked
barely
up
lift Bianca up with that weak manly slam. Well,
Oh, it's Becky, y'all. So, hey.
they was in Knoxville, and he's the mayor of Knoxville, so
Unfortunately.
that's why he was there. Ooh,
Unfortunately.
Alexis can't wait to voting day.
I didn't vote for him. I lived in another county at the time. I didn't vote for him.
Candace, Mayor of Knoxville. Has Peacock fucked up as bad as they did at Royal Rumble? No, actually. They've actually been pretty clean since Royal Rumble. So even SummerSlam went pretty smoothly. I didn't have no issues watching SummerSlam that I can recall.
Was it Royal Rumble or was it Money in the Bank?
It was. I think.
I want to say it was Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Royal Rumble was clean, but it was Money in the Bank where it glitched for a whole match.
Yeah.
One match and a half.
Let me get the rest of these comments in. Alexis said she ain't vote for him.
Hey, I have an excuse. I lived in a whole nother county.
She said sorry
Do
to
you
that man.
see Bloodline versus the New Day ending clean this Monday on Raw? It depends. If they plan on running it back as Survivor Series, then no. However, if they just want to do it and get it out the way, it's entirely possible. But if you ask me, Big E should go over clean on Roman if that's how they're going to do it. She said she just went to see Big Bo. Lord have mercy.
What? At least I'm not lying. We snuck into that one. I'm actually pretty proud we didn't get kicked out, okay?
Is Tommy and Ric Flair going to be on the road sessions next, please?
We can make that work.
It looks that way. It looks like that. It looks that way.
I got a couple things to say about Rick.
Hell no. If she lifted her any harder, them Bantu knots would have come off. Kenny, you ain't have to talk about her Bantu knots. They weren't that bad. Whoever did them, they must have been black because they was wrapped real good.
They was tight.
They had them wrapped real nice. The part was done real neat. And the back of her hair was good and full. I was like, okay, I see you with the fall. That's real nice.
The money kicking in. That's what it is.
Nah, Peyton needs to be on the next row sessions. Oh yeah, Peyton needs to be kicking ass.
What
I think these men did it. I really do.
You said what Peyton did?
What did Peyton do now?
It's not now. It's just
Peyton.
When it aired out that that she made them split. Because for the longest she was like, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't. That's
and
not
it
true.
was.
And
it was. It was. I thought it was. Did y'all see my theory about Becky getting new gear? She probably don't have that Kill Bill gear that she had.
It's that she had on tonight.
Which I ain't mind what she had on today. It was cool. It was a cute outfit. It was better than last Friday's outfit. Now I would have lifted Bianca any harder. She would have pulled the muscle. Well, Bianca jumped for her, which is what she's supposed to do. She sold it. If y'all haven't Peyton on the road sessions, can I be a part of that? If we do Peyton, I have to make sure Nicole and Janae know, but sure. If they say okay, y'all can be there. It's a collective effort.
What? Mm-hmm. I'm in this thing.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on a second. Let me pull up the Dark Side of the Ring stuff. Let's see if I can get the video to play.
I don't know who on Raw or who on SmackDown, but we're just going to put all y'all in here.
They just need this draft to hurry up and get done with.
Welcome to Jocelyn's Cabaret. Your every desire will be fulfilled. Your wish is my command. I'm here to please you, baby. Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. Do it like it's your.
Do it like it's your B-Day.
Damn, Tiff got a new intro song.
Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. Do it like it's your B-Day.
Jocelyn ain't copyright strike me yet, so I'm gonna keep on playing until she copyright strike.
Child, she probably ain't got copyrighted shit.
Oh,
Everybody be posting it. It don't never say, take it down. So she
Oh.
liked the attention.
hell no. Hold on a second. Are we gonna talk about Dark Side of the Ring? We're gonna give Tommy Dreamer his little 2 minutes of fame.
He got suspended indefinitely.
Which he should have, because what he said was some bullshit.
It's what he deserves.
It's
Now,
definitely, yeah.
Tommy Dreamer is an executive in Impact, so y'all can understand why he got suspended and why he needed to get suspended. Okay, he's an executive at Impact. His comments on a wrestler at the time, and just period, on the way Ric Flair allegedly behaved on a flight and how he was allegedly rumored to behave all the time. His comments on that topic were very victim blaming, and it was really much like, it was very condescending. And it was just like, well, if you felt that way, then maybe you should have prosecuted to the full extent of the law instead of taking the money. It was just like, it came across as if she didn't have no right to do what she did. At the end of the show, he clearly says Ric Flair is not a predator. It was just a joke, and he's having fun. People are going to get offended by what I'm saying. They're going to get offended by my ponytails. I don't understand how you correlate sexual harassment and sexual assault with your ponytails. As greasy and as jacked up as your ponytails are, that ain't got nothing to do with Ric Flair slinging his schlong all around the goddamn plane at 30,000 feet.
Nasty.
Okay?
Musty, wrinkly, saggy ass balls.
Now with Ric Flair, the way Ric Flair looking nowadays, and even when he looked in the back of the day, all the money that he did make, he still did not make enough money to fix his teeth. And all you hoes that was fucking him, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Just remember that this man was inside you. This one in the corner, right here. This one, it looked like the Crypt Keeper with skin. That one.
Don't insult the Crypt Keeper like that.
He's the one who y'all was letting dick you down. He's the one. You should be throwing up in your room right now. It was really baffling seeing comments on Twitter about Terry Reynolds with people saying she too sensitive, she full of drama, or she don't count. Oh, okay, so Sable don't count either? Because Sable sued WWE for sexual harassment too. But she ended up marrying somebody who was doing it, so...
It's very sad, just as a wrestling fan, because I mean, I did a podcast with Tiff about this, and Dark Side of the Ring, went a little bit deeper and darker into it, but it's just the misogyny. It's the misogyny for me. It's the sexism for me. It's the fact that Tommy Dreamer is the father of 2 girls, and he comes out on TV saying shit like this, and it blows my mind. And I'm just, anybody who's saying, oh, give Ric Flair a break, blah blah. No, Flair's behavior is like the most worst kept secret in pro wrestling. My 6-year-old knows when someone says no, it means no. You keep your hands to yourself. And Tommy Dreamer was one of my favorites, and now I'm so disgusted with the way he was completely tone deaf in that entire fucking interview. And I'm just thinking, at one point, did you not realize what you were saying?
Hell no.
And it's just...
He knew, because as soon as he said it, he said people are going to get offended. He was well aware.
Then he
he's been saying that since 2002.
Rob, and I saw on Twitter where somebody was like, Rob Van Dam's been sitting on this shit for damn near 2 decades, and him talking about it, they're like, he looked like he just had like like a burden lifted off of his chest. And I don't understand why people are sticking up and saying, like, you know, oh, you're a woman, you're freaking out about this. I said, it's not the fact that I'm a woman. It's the fact that people, this is, I'm not trying to get mad because I already had someone piss me off earlier today. I don't see why. I don't see it because someone on Twitter, when all this happened, someone on Twitter put a legal document online. It's old enough now that you can put it online. Looking out here, looking like an aged potato. Don't insult potatoes like that. Ashley Mazzaro was sexually assaulted when they went overseas, when they went to where the troops were stationed at. She was sexually assaulted overseas, and WWE didn't do anything about that.
They told her to keep it quiet.
They did to her what they did to Terry.
Don't you say a word now, girl.
I don't
nobody gonna believe you.
So it just makes me upset when people are like, I miss the good old days, or when you have assholes like the Undertaker coming out. Fuck, I'm not even calling him Undertaker. Mark. When you have someone like Mark come out and say that he misses the locker room how it used to be, and you know it's too soft. This is why we needed a change in this locker room, because there's no way in hell this shit would have flown today. You got people assaulting people's wives, girlfriends. They bring their kids back there. It's not a safe thing for them. I mean, Mark flat out was talking about how like guys used to bring like guns, weapons, and drugs into the locker room. You're like, what the fuck?
Why do you need that at work?
That's how they feel like a man. If you need a gun or a weapon or drugs to feel like a man, you need help. I don't know if you got mommy issues or daddy issues, or if you just a straight up psychopath. Either way, you need to go get help. It's very much toxic. And as much as that statement is thrown around, it's more than true in this situation. Tommy Dreamer should have known better. You are an executive in a company. You make decisions over men and women in a company that now has women at the forefront, like they always had, but they have women at the forefront. They're not overly sexualized. And if something like this happens in Impact, are you going to be able to be partial enough to handle it with the dignity it deserves? You have proven that you cannot do that because you will deem it as it's just a joke. Y'all are taking things too seriously. You should be fired as an executive in Impact because you don't have the capacity to do the fucking job. That is why people don't come forward and say anything, because of this. It's not funny. Don't nobody want to see Ric Flair's old wrinkly ass dick. Don't nobody want to see that shit. We didn't want to see it when he was young. Got teeth in his mouth, all of them fighting for attention in the front. What the fuck was y'all trying to get at? I don't understand.
I saw
the only
someone
thing about Ric Flair I would have wanted was his hair. He had some good hair back in the day.
I saw someone say that Tommy shouldn't be suspended because he didn't do it in Impact, and he didn't do anything. And well, let's just say 2 hours later, it's not the point that he didn't do it in Impact. It is the point that he sat there and couldn't read the room for shit and so tone deaf that he didn't think his words were gonna have consequences. Yep. Like I can only imagine, like with Flair's behavior. Again, this is a very horribly kept secret that we know Ric Flair is an asshole. I just wonder, like, no wonder Charlotte. I mean, I just want to know how that girl's got no mental issues, because I could not imagine growing up with a father figure like this. Running around, cheating on your mom, marrying a woman almost the same age as you. Like, what the fuck, man?
He had issues.
Oh.
She said she did. She said that her and her brother They was in high school, and they just be having parties in the house. Her dad wasn't ever there.
Damn, man.
Mama didn't give a shit.
I would have fired his ass as soon as the episode went on. Hello, Tommy. Yeah, you're fired, dick bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna. I think like a lot of people are gonna come forward, and I think if Impact's smart, they'll let him go. And the fucked up thing is because I kept seeing on Twitter that for some reason they wanted to bring Flair over to AEW and have him run with
Because
Andrade.
what's the name is there?
Huh?
Andrade is there.
Andrade
Yeah.
wanted him by his side.
That was the thing. Andrade wanted him to be his right hand man. That's why he took out Chavo Guerrero.
People are literally on Twitter tagging Tony Khan and straight up begging him not to bring Ric Flair in. I saw
Let
one
them
on.
do what the fuck they want to do. I don't care.
If that happens, I'll never watch AEW again. And Andrade don't need Ric Flair.
You don't. I mean, I
I
don't know.
To me, I mean, if they want to do that, that's on them. I don't watch the show, so I ain't got no dog in that fight.
My problem, I just can't understand that in 2021. I mean, after everything last year that happened with the speaking out movement, when that list came out of all those wrestlers, men and women, who came out saying they were, they were being abused, they were being manipulated, they were being gaslit, they were being everything in the book by these people, and people still act in shock. There are people who still think they're innocent. I just had one of my friends tell me the other day, hey, I'm sorry for thinking Jimmy Havoc was not a total douchebag.
Mm.
And I'm like, it only took you a fucking year, but your apology is accepted.
Okay.
But
I'm like, okay, if it makes you sleep better at night, okay, baby.
I just...
Then there was some people
Yeah.
that were, getting in trouble
It's the-
for it that didn't even do anything. So the stuff is serious.
That's what I don't get. Kurt Hennig did like the least of everybody on that fucking plane. And he got fired. And I did not realize he was only 44 years.
How each person get reprimanded. He chose to fire Kurt. Shortly after that, he died.
I did not know he was 44 years old when he died. That was way
Yes,
too
ma'am.
damn young.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yep.
Damn, bitch.
And
So
I mean,
after that, he died, and then they fired Scott Hall,
I mean,
which he deserved to be fired.
yeah, he
Yeah.
had to get his shit together.
I mean, he had a severe drug problem and alcohol abuse problem, and he still sexually assaulted the stewardess. He should have been fired.
was it just
Rose
incredible?
does it, and you leave him in there because he's a sweet guy. And he just messed up. He just made a mistake. Okay.
Because JR is friends with Dustin. That's why Dustin didn't get reprimanded.
Okay, cool. Clayface can do it. Okay.
It's on Playface.
Fuck him. Shit. I'm sick of man shit. He be talking a lot of shit, and that's one thing. Everybody be letting JR get away with a bunch of shit.
Y'all don't want us to
got barbecue sauce running through your veins.
y'all don't want us to come for JR, but you gotta realize he was pretty much like he was charge of talent relations. And he's on here acting like pretty much saying like, oh, it was basically a babysitting job and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well, if you didn't want to do
He did
it,
a terrible job at it.
get more people to fucking help you. If you're one person and you can't do it all, bitch, then get people to help you. Get someone who would have these guys listen to you. You got people running around allegedly putting H-bombs in people's drinks. That's what Scott Hall said Perfect did to him, allegedly. And it's just like, and then he said like Lesnar and Hennig were play fighting, and I'm like, play fighting does not consist of fucking property damage and slamming up against. You got two beefy dudes slamming up against a door at 30,000 feet.
Okay.
If you ask me if Kurt Hennig out here roofing people and putting drugs in people's drinks, then he damn sure deserves to be fired. I don't care what nobody thinks. You could have killed somebody. You don't know what people got. You don't know what people on, and all drugs don't mix well. You out here putting drugs in people's drinks so you can see how they gonna react because you like ribbing people.
Okay, that's not cool.
That's not cool. You deserve to be fired. He should have definitely been fired.
Well, I was reading
Flair.
this article. Sorry.
All of them. They deserve to be fired.
I was reading this article that by the time Henning had pulled that shit on the plane, Vince was kind of getting tired of him because he was a known prankster in the locker room, and according to this report that I read, his people were getting really pissed off because some of the stuff they didn't go into detail of what he was doing, but it was more along the lines of people were getting annoyed with his shit and basically saying he's too grown to be acting like this and he needs to stop. And apparently Vince was getting sick of his shit too. So when he started doing this and all that shit, that was the reason they were looking to get rid of him.
He deserved to be fired, if you ask me. First of all, I put it to you this way. I don't understand how you expect the flight attendants to be responsible for a bunch of known substance abusers, but you're not mad at Vince or JR, and they knew that they were all substance abusers.
Okay. That ain't my fucking job to know as a flight attendant.
Like, you can't put that responsibility on the flight attendant. That responsibility should have been the people who was housing these motherfuckers in the first place. Period. If you on the damn show, you in the damn show, you get ready. Why is your company having drugs running rampant throughout the company? What is going on here? And JR's up there like, I can't be everywhere and know everything. No, but you should know when the serious shit go down. Okay. And the reason why you didn't know is because they didn't feel like they could come to you and tell you, which says a lot about your leadership and what you was capable of. It also says that your motherfucking ass will not listen to somebody telling you that they've been hurt or assaulted. You would make it their fault somehow, which I believe because you are a part of the old boys club.
Mm-hmm.
Do that shit today.
I 100% believe that.
I got into an argument.
None of these women can come and tell you anything. None of them.
And it's not the flight attendant's fault because they didn't realize that. I mean, she said they never went through 3 alcohol cards before. And someone said it before earlier when me and Tiff talked about this. It's not even that. It's the point that even if they did stop and said, we can't serve you, somebody, probably Flair, would have pulled out a shit ton of money and just paid for it. And I'm really getting tired of these ladies' names being drugged through the damn mud. Like that one of them couldn't even be on the show because she didn't even want to talk about it. And the other one is forever fucking traumatized. She had just gave birth to her daughter. And all she wanted to do was get back to work and make some money for her family.
Her husband ain't shit either.
I hope she divorced his ass.
Right at the end of the day, everybody was an adult. They knew better. They put stuff in people's drinks and drink it over there. They drank to excess. It's ridiculous. There's no reason why you should go through 3 carts of alcohol.
No, I'm all good, having a good time, and I have my party days. But god damn, at least I knew when to fucking stop. Usually when the floor starts spinning.
Okay. And you in the goddamn air, so you know the shit don't feel right.
Right.
I mean, at this point, you gotta ask, like, did anybody have alcohol poisoning? The tolerance level must have been fucking through the roof.
They was throwing the bitches back for a long time.
I mean, for all y'all who comment later in the replay, mad because we going at Tommy Dreamer's alien shaped head and his fucked up hairline. I don't care.
Oh, fuck Timmy Nightmare.
I don't care. I really don't. If you got a problem, go
sit
put
there and
somebody
talk
on.
well, it don't matter, what somebody normally does. And so what it sounds like to me, Ric Flair does this shit all the time.
He do it all the time. Or he used
and everybody fucking knows that. So you saying, well, he don't do that, or he's not a sexual predator. You're a liar. Because Ric Flair has been known to been groping up bitches since the 70s. Stop it.
Probably even like he's a Ric Flair is an ungrateful piece of shit because there were people saying when he was at NWA 73, hi Tirza, when he was at NWA 73, NWA, the company that made him to the person he is today. I don't care about WCW or WWE. Without NWA, there would be no Ric Flair. And all he kept talking about the entire damn time he was there was how good WWE treated him.
Well, you would talk about that too if you got a free pass to be a fucking monster. I mean, come on, Alexis. Why should I say anything about NWA when I got all this money from WWE? And I'm still seen on television. And I'm paid. And I'm a made man, as JR put it.
What the fuck does that even mean? A made
man? It means
you're
untouchable.
It's think Mafia terms.
It's untouchable. No matter what you do, there will never be any repercussions.
Nope.
And that's unfortunate because it still holds.
Very.
The only repercussions he's gonna get is the backlash he's getting right now. Mm-hmm. And if people hold tight to it, see, people don't understand canceling somebody and holding somebody accountable are two different things. I can hold you accountable for your behavior. I should, just like you should hold me accountable for my bad behavior. But you're out here, you're not even acknowledging that you did anything wrong. And to this day, you deny the allegations. And because WWE settled and paid the women for their silence, because that's what they did, you feel like you've been deemed free, like you didn't do anything. But there are countless people who have the same recount of what happened on that flight. Even Tommy Dreamer has the same recount, and he regards it as him, oh, he was just goofing. Okay, well, you take your big ass inside that little tiny galley and let Ric Flair swing his dick in front of you and tell you to touch it.
Force you to touch it.
Yeah, you touch his dick. See how you like it.
I know one thing though, couldn't have been a black woman. I don't care what time period it's in.
And it makes you wonder what other women and men in the locker room got abused during this time that we know of. We know there's a lot. There was a lot.
Well, y'all remember when Miz? I think it was like this time when Miz got kicked out of the locker room.
Yeah,
because they tricked him into eating chicken over Benoit's bag and like fried chicken over Chris Benoit's gear and bag, and like grease and shit got all over it. And they thought it would be funny to see Benoit get pissed, and Benoit like damn near beat the shit out of the Miz and kicked him out of the locker room. He had to change in the fucking bathroom because back then they had this thing: if you got kicked out of the locker room, the person who kicked you out was the only person who could invite you back in. Benoit died before he did that, and the only thing I'll ever give Mark credit for is that he saw Miz changing in the bathroom at the arena, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Benoit's dead," and he was the one who told me, like, kicked me out of the locker room. He told Taker what happened, and he's like, "Nah, man, get your ass back in the locker room. If anyone's got a problem with it, they can take it up with me."
It was a different day because I took my ass back in there.
Period.
What you doing in here? Changing my fucking clothes.
Ain't who gonna do something about it?
You gonna beat my ass for changing my clothes?
Let's do it then. Shit.
Let's do it.
Let's put my hair up. Let's go, bitch. We ain't got the wrestle. I'll pick up a chair and knock you the fuck out.
Okay.
I don't care if I get fired. Knocking your ass out and being the one standing over your kiddo body would be the best thing ever, and then I'll go home.
I'll Rick James that shit.
Did they mention Rick using the N-word? No. But it's a video circling around about with Teddy Long talking about it. I'd have beat Ric Flair's ass.
See, the thing is,
the minorities go back to where they came from now.
Here's the thing that they did not mention. I mean, they mentioned it, but Vince was right there while all this was going on, and he was telling JR to do this. What they did not play in the show, and I hopefully, because they do the behind-the-scenes stuff when they release stuff later on. At one point, Michael Hayes, after this was either this is probably before he got knocked the fuck out of by Bradshaw. He was so drunk. He went to where Linda McMahon was and peed on her leg.
Mm-hmm. They didn't tell y'all that part. But that's in the podcast.
Yeah.
That is on the podcast. I heard that. I was like, what the hell?
It's fucking crazy. These are, and this isn't like, I mean, Justin Credible said it in an interview that wasn't Dark Side of the Ring, but he's like, this was like the kids got left alone for the first time by themselves. Mom and dad went off on vacation, and kids got home alone, and they pretty much wrecked the place. And then they try to make those women who've just been traumatized and assaulted by these wrestlers clean up the nasty ass, needle infested, tobacco spitting, food shit everywhere. They're trying to make them traumatized, trying to get them to clean this up, and they're like, no, hell no. You need
I better get
hazmat.
one of them damn cleaner companies to come clean this motherfucking place.
You need a
Shit, I'm gonna
hazmat.
clean shit.
It needs a hazmat team.
I miss Smackdown and Bianca's homecoming celebration to go to a dinner where the food fucking sucked and the drinks were even worse. I'm mad and hungry.
Damn.
Well, you gonna be mad because Becca had some Bantu knots and rock bottoms. Bianca in her hometown.
Wait a minute, they let her get over it during her celebration?
You know they always do that.
You know how they do when people be in their hometown?
I was moving cars around, so I didn't know.
Bianca got rock bottom. After she got the key to the counter.
I was stabbing out with that damn key.
It was a big ass key.
Why did she go that damn big?
She did get a real proclamation from Knoxville though earlier in the day, and she went to her school and stuff. But yeah, Becky came out there and pretty much she was rocking Bantu knots and it was a half up, half down look with her half, her crop top Kill Bill jacket.
Cute.
She was cute, but I still don't like her. So
that's what I said.
Fuck Crossfire. But whoever did her Bantu knots, y'all did a good job. And if you call them mini buns, I'll slap you right in your damn face. Okay? Your Bantu knots.
She'll do it too.
No, for the most part, Becky, she respects the hair culture because she knows she ain't stupid.
Okay?
Like when she got her fox locks, she was like, "Oh, I love my faux locks." I said, "Oh,
They are
okay.
faux
You know what it is. Don't be dumb now." Took that shit down the next day though, because that shit was hurting her head.
Made men are in the mafia for life in their terms and shall never be reached.
Nope.
That's exactly how they treated him.
Prime example, what's his name was made
Who was
when he
that?
was alive. What's Nipsey?
Oh. Well, he wasn't in no mafia.
No, I'm just saying, but as far as like the gang shit that was going down and stuff, Nipsey was made. Nobody touched Nipsey either.
Well, he was an OG. Somebody touched him because he gone.
Yeah, well, the dude who touched him was a rat. He wasn't supposed to have been out.
I'm just saying. Like that, most OGs are made though.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch.
Ooh, that's gang life. We shouldn't be talking about that. I can't imagine that shit that happened in ECW. It was worse than ECW.
I could only
Tommy Dreamer
imagine.
wife was, she got plenty of stories.
Mm-hmm.
I could not even imagine ECW. Oh my god.
Okay.
I would have been like, this isn't the fucking high school. Everyone in here is grown, girl. They was out here tearing shit up on that damn plane.
I just want to know how. I wish they told us how much money they had to pay to get that plane cleaned and fixed.
Yeah, the company wanted to stay quiet because they had did so much for all these smaller companies and were all these major basketball teams and basketball players, they dealt with private clientele. Mm-hmm. So they weren't gonna tell nobody nothing. That's why they told that woman to keep quiet about that assault.
And then her husband did that to her. And
in the Dark Side documentary when Linda McMahon got peed on. I don't know why they didn't mention it. I thought for sure they would mention it.
What?
That Linda got peed on.
Oh.
By Michael Hayes.
It's a shame hearing about these grown ass men acting like douchebag little kids. Real talk, I'm not surprised.
Okay, because I know she was mad. 'Cause I know Linda be rocking these nice pantsuits.
She
Ooh, I knew she was
she's a
fly.
rich old white lady. You know she's wearing Gucci and Prada and all that
And
shit.
you know what? And he looking like he come from Burger Coat Factory, but it costs $2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
I knew she was fly that afternoon. Ooh, I knew she was fly. Ooh.
Hell no.
Shit Bianca make look more expensive than the shit that they be wearing.
Exactly.
I would have punched him a damn self pissing on me.
Hell no.
What's going on with you, boy?
So that shit was just,
That locker room initiation is bullshit.
it is.
I'm grown as fuck. Whether I'm a rookie or not, I dare somebody piss on shit in my suitcase or attempt to bully me out the locker room.
Okay.
That shit ain't no joke. That's everywhere. They was doing that. They do that shit in the military. I mean, that happened to me when I first got to the second part of my training. Somebody tried to run up on me because I was a new dude in the door, and he got a rude fucking awakening. I said, you don't get your Similac breath having ass on my damn face. You 18 years old talking about some fresh meat to me. I am 24. Bye.
I will beat your young ass.
We ain't old enough to drink. Get your little ass out of here.
Your breath, your ears just wet. Just
wet.
Get your punk ass up out of
Just
here.
what like somebody get him before I hurt him.
She said, this bitch, man. Why is Becky using the rock bottle? I'm assuming the rock gave it to her to use.
Ugh.
It's usually
You gotta be.
if somebody got to hand the move down to you for you to use. So
That's why what's name used the stunner. Stone Cold.
You about to get
West,
yeah,
Stone Cold was pumped. He said, finally.
somebody used it. In other news, my best
Taylor
friend
Swift.
just texted me to tell me that he hooked up with one of his coworkers in his car
Oh, that
after
was cute.
hers broke. She hooked up with one of her coworkers in the car after hers broke down, and they were waiting for the tow truck. Oh, okay, great, wonderful. So
Kitty,
amazing.
oh my god.
You gotta love her so fast.
Because she's not creative enough to come up with something else. See, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it.
What?
That Becky not creative enough to come up with something for herself.
No, she don't look on the internet either, so her.
Ooh.
But
Naomi did.
She really stopped caring after she got done doing those damn nuts and bolts ass fucking gear. After that shit, she stopped caring. She didn't give a damn.
I missed the steampunk one.
I take that back. After the fire gear, she stopped caring.
Naomi cleared Sonya. Now that's how you clear a bitch. It's going on 4 weeks. No match for her on Smackdown. Is the match gonna be between her and Sonya?
She better whoop her ass.
Period.
It's gonna be a good feud.
Sonya's a punk ass bitch. Like,
Now she fined the girl, but I ain't see no reason why she fined her. She didn't threaten her. You just got scared. And you should be. Don't think because I got these bubbles, I won't whoop your ass.
Okay, I'll take these things out.
Your ass will be covered in glitter fucking around with me.
And she
Tear
said, "Do you
your ass
feel
up.
that?"
She said, "Well, the Rock need to take it back." Kitty.
Child,
I mean,
that's
she
the
ain't
case, and everybody
she ain't
gotta take
lying.
something back.
Y'all just gotta do better. Just gotta
Get your
do
ass
better
up
out
over here,
there.
boy.
And I was thinking about this.
Take my picture and put your own bitch.
I'm just trying to think about it because social media wasn't a big thing in 2002 yet. Like it was right around like 2003, 2004 is when social media really took off. Could you
Even
imagine?
then, there was no Twitter. There was no Twitter back then. There was just the internet.
There was forums, but I mean, like MySpace.
I mean, that's the only place. That was the only place you could really go to say anything was on a forum. And when that got played out, then MySpace came about.
Yeah.
And then
nobody took
Black Planet
MySpace
sprung up. I might want to talk about Black Planet, but Black Planet is OG internet shit, okay?
But could you imagine if they had that back then and all this shit broke out? Like, holy fuck.
A lot of people would be exposed. Naomi and Sonya Deville in the parking lot brawl will go off. That's Vince's favorite lesbian. That's a lazy read, Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony, I told him he gotta get better with his jokes. But
That's lazy. She a lesbian, we are another. So I don't. Never mind.
she asked
Insubordination.
me, she needs to play into her
Sonya
last
May.
name.
How is she being insubordinate? I don't understand.
Because she
Y'all
made
know what
Sonya
answer was?
scared.
Okay, baby.
I feel
If the
like
internet
Sonya
was
come back,
right,
she gotta play into DeVille. She did not have her hair white.
if the internet is how it was like it, how it is back then, how it is now back then, child, of MySpace page would be on fire.
Okay.
No lies
I used
detected.
to love MySpace. You could put your little page up and have it all decorated and stuff. You can have
Because as soon
Rihanna
as
as
you
your
click on mine,
page
it'd be like, welcome to
to
Jocelyn's
Jocelyn's
Cabaret.
Cabaret.
Uh,
I would have used Muff Pie Eater, but that's just me. Hell no.
Kenny.
Kenny, not Muff Pie Eater.
Girl.
Well, that's
I
more
don't think you
creative
want to do
than
that,
just calling
baby.
her a lesbian. I mean, it is creative. I gotta give her that. She it was different. Sonya just mad that Naomi's all that, and Sonya's got all Sonya got is a long back, not a long back.
No, Sonya's gay too.
Ah!
She got a long back and she's gay.
Oh my God.
With a
All
nice
right, on
penis.
that note, I'm going to bed.
Good night.
Night, y'all.
Alright.
Her back long, hell no.
She got long.
I
That's
was like,
funny.
Sonya's the Karen, and there was nobody on the phone, and she made up excuses to be on the phone. No, I really think, like, I would make that into a character, have her assistant be like they did for Alicia Fox. The way Alicia Fox got introduced was Alicia was the wedding planner for Edge and Vicky Guerrero's
Right.
fucked up mouth having ass. So when they got ready to get married, she was the wedding planner, and Edge had kissed her. I was like, okay, Edge, don't discriminate. And then she started wrestling after that.
What the fuck?
So I would have her have a Karen as an assistant. She need to be loud. She need to be boisterous. She need to be in everybody's business. Like, basically, she need to be Sonya's eyes and ears around the WWE. You know what I'm saying? And she need to be causing problems like all Karens do. They need to just make a mockery of real life. It need to be life imitating art, but without the racist shit.
So who would you make that? Who would you make a Karen?
It need to be somebody from the PC, somebody who's ready to come up, but they don't need to go through NXT. Because you can't do nobody from NXT. If they in NXT, they have potential. When they want to see them on TV, they give them a trial run. So let it be somebody who either has really good experience on the indie stage, really good experience in wrestling. Have her come all the way in to the WWE and not go through NXT at all. She just goes to the main roster, and she could be like, WWE headquarters sent me over to be your assistant.
Hell, if Candace wasn't pregnant, she'd be perfect.
Yeah, Candace would. Candace would be wonderful. She would work that role 100%. And Candace can actually wrestle, so her transitioning from that to wrestling would be seamless.
Mm-hmm.
And she could still be in the back with the girl.
So her suits. Oh, her suits they used to be good. Now they're just getting repetitive.
Oh, Sonya ain't never had no problem with me with the way she dressed. But Seth Rollins looking like a baked potato today, you took me the fuck out, bro. Coming out there reflective as hell. I was like, you just need to go outside and just direct traffic.
Accident.
Nothing wrong.
Hell, he will.
If he was out during the sun, he'd bake to death.
Slow
out there
down.
cooking eggs and shit. He can't do that. You see him 10 miles down the road. But if you got that suit on in the middle of the street and the street lights on, oh, bitch, you'll see him.
Hey, like, damn, is it a solar flare out here?
It'd be like a goddamn meteorite in the middle of the street, just shining. I'm shining. Hell,
You
Gave my title.
earlier about that.
Yeah.
and I could mention her munching on the carpet, but I'll spare her.
Ooh, damn.
No.
How dare you be so rude, disrespectful? Ed done took a walk on the wild side. He did.
He did.
He took a little taste.
He had a
But
little
she,
sprinkle of chocolate.
I don't know if I count Alicia. Alicia, all right. Alicia, all right. We all come in different colors as black
Jenny?
people, right?
No, I mean Jenny.
Isn't this what I said they should do with Jenny? I don't remember you saying that.
I remember you saying that.
When did you say that?
Who said that?
I ain't mean it like that. I'm legitimately asking
Yeah.
when you said it.
Period. They want to get. We're about to beat Charlotte up. Let's go.
Dakota, no, I don't know. Dakota don't work like that for me. Well,
No, Dakota. Not with that pink
maybe.
hair.
I don't know. See, Dakota cool behind the scenes. And I don't want people to see her as a Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind the scenes, Dakota actually funny.
It's
Yeah,
got to be
annoying,
somebody
though.
we don't know. And it's got to be somebody who don't already have a name. Because you're going to wonder why they changed her name to Karen. She said Rollins looked like the Wendy's burger wrappers.
Yeah. Looks like a whole baconator wrapper out there.
I can go for a baconator now.
Hell no.
With the baked potato.
And baked potatoes do slack.
It's a place I
And
just
have
had potato
nerve and
factory.
have
There you
shoes
go.
matching. I just want to know where he got them from. Seth was giving Chloe from the VMA's dress.
Child.
What is y'all talking about? I don't remember her dress from the VMAs.
It's the dress I sent you. She was dressed in tinfoil.
Oh,
Mm.
on the red carpet.
Yeah, but Seth Rollins had heavy duty on today.
Yeah, but Chloe wasn't that. She wasn't that good.
Now heavy duty.
No, he did.
He had on heavy duty for you.
Oh shit.
Hers was a little fluffy. She had the cheap kind that rip if you pull it.
Mm-hmm. The one you get from Delantra.
Where you get it from?
Delantra. That's a Dollar Tree, y'all. For y'all who do not know.
No. Stop. Y'all know I like Sonya, but if I have to read her, I will. Child, Seth was looking like a baked potato in the Golden Corral buffet.
Oh,
I ain't been to Golden Corral. And I don't know when.
Okay. A buffet's even open again? Shit.
Yeah, they open. They severely COVID.
I bet. Mm-hmm.
I don't go in there. I ain't been in there when they open back up here in Cleveland because they don't keep the buffets looking nice and the food nasty. I think I said it on live or maybe just in the group chat. But I came up with the idea that they should introduce Jenny as an assistant to Adam and Sonya, and she should be the one to cause dissonance. See, I don't want it to be Jenny because the reason why can Jenny do it? Yes. But I want it to be somebody we don't know so that they can have time to grow into the role because it's an expectation when it's somebody you've seen and you already know, right? Like we didn't know Alicia Fox. We didn't even know where she came from. When Alicia came to the roster and was the wedding assistant, that's what she was. We just thought they went and hired an actor, but she was an actual wrestler and she started wrestling.
Yeah, she was an OVW.
Right. So I'm like, I wanted to be somebody we don't know, but has the chops already. Like somebody that's prepared. Could even be Karen. No, because she's not going to be. The
No,
girl got
yeah,
too
not gonna
much.
be nobody's assistant.
She too arrogant to be somebody's assistant.
She just had a goddamn assistant.
She beat the.
Come on now, y'all.
And
Her sister just whooped her ass.
you whooped her ass 2 weeks in a row. Actually, Jenny would be good for that role, but they can't change her name.
They can. They just changed Piper Niven's name.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh my.
They start calling that girl Dewdrop.
Why don't they use one of those girls they signed for the PC? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking
Take
about.
one of the girls from the PC that you want to push up.
I know which girl they can use. They can use the girl that went by the name the Lioness when she was wrestling for Wild Wrestling. If y'all go to Google and you look up the Lioness, it's this girl. She was a former pop singer and a dancer, and she was wrestling in Wild Wrestling. And she's been on the indie scene for a little bit. She just made the tryouts, and they signed her in Las Vegas. She could do it. I've seen her wrestle in Wild Wrestling. She's fine. All she needs is a little tweaking with her working in the PC. She's not going to be wrestling for the first year or so. She's just going to be the assistant. She might interfere in the match here or there. She could still be Sonya's assistant when Sonya goes back to the main roster. They can keep her with her so she can grow, kind of like the way they did Dana with Charlotte. And it will work for her.
Oh yeah, they did just sign. She the one that got signed in Vegas, ain't it?
Right.
Oh yeah,
And
she definitely worked.
That way, Jenny's an authority figure, and then she transitioned into wrestling by a feud with Sonya.
Ooh.
You could tell that promo by Naomi was scripted. No, you couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
No, you could not. That's not true at all. I wouldn't make her be an ignorant type character like this hypothetical parent, but I would have her just be an authority figure. I wanted to be somebody new, somebody you haven't seen and don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, better that way.
I just saw the clip of Naomi reading Sonya, and I was like, bitch, about fucking time.
Okay.
I was thinking of Faith, too. That's her real name. Her real name is Faith. Thank you, because I couldn't think of her real name. But she went by the Lioness when she was on Wild Wrestling, because I was watching that season, because Tessa was the champion during that time, and then they ended up dropping it to that black lady, and then COVID hit, and they hadn't wrestled. I don't know if they still doing Wild Wrestling or not.
I can't wait, because that white girl got some ass.
Oh, yeah, Faith will be good. She only like 19 or something. She's about 20 now. She about 20, 21.
20, 21?
Yeah, she's very young.
Double cheeked up like that?
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Double caked up?
Double cheeked up on a
Friday. She quadruple caked up, okay?
On a Friday, honey. Oh, she cute.
She got a Nikki ass without having, she got an Iggy ass.
The kind you love to hate, but hate love. Exactly. That's why I was saying it's not that I don't want Jenny to have that part, but Jenny has the type of personality where she don't look like she gonna play second fiddle to nobody.
That's true.
So if you're gonna put somebody in that role, it needs to be somebody who doesn't have an established character yet. Somebody who we don't know, we haven't seen, and somebody who would work in that box. You know what I'm saying?
She's good. She can wrestle her ass off.
I'm telling you that girl for Wild Wrestling is the perfect one. Because it's not like she's not going to learn the ropes. She can learn the ropes fast. It's not hard if you already know how to wrestle. All they're going to do is teach you how to learn the camera angles, which you will gradually learn that. And I'm sorry, if Dominic Mysterio can wrestle on national television for the first time ever, okay. His first match was at SummerSlam last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fresh out of
Dom, I'm not saying Dom wasn't, born into the business. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying she's already skilled at wrestling. Yeah. All you got to do is teach her how to know where she's supposed to be. Yeah. And ring awareness you gain over time. And she's not gonna be wrestling that much no way. She might interfere in a match or two, She might add to a story, but she's gonna be a character. And that's a lot of things that WWE is missing that would work. You need managers, you need valets, and you need outside characters to help push the narrative. Because the thing what's making Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns work is Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Without Paul, what you got?
This what 2012 all over again?
Yes.
Just
It's dry ass story. It's just like having a dry ass steak with no A1.
The bitch ain't even tender.
And it ain't tender, it's just shoe leather. And then you look at it, and it's got strips of dry meat in it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. You making your steak like that, you can't cook like that. Well, that wasn't no script. No, that wasn't scripted. There's another girl that was signed to the PC earlier this year. She reminds me of Bianca Belair. I forgot her name, but she looks like a star. The black girl.
The black girl, the tall black girl, thick black
She
girl.
real tall, very statuesque. Like she had a lot of hair. If it's a wig, it was real big at the time when they took her picture.
I
know who you're talking about. I don't know her name.
She
was backstage Tuesday. Donna's right. She was back there. They got to put her ass out there too.
So
they need to put her ass out there.
For real.
They need her rock. Okay. She said she do know her ass is a 10.
Okay.
Not a 10.
She got an Iggy.
Sonya was shaking in her $2,000 suit. I don't know if her suit cost $2,000.
Sonya like
it looked nice on her. I don't think it cost $2,000. She could drop a booty buster.
Now, Mandy.
I mean, her and Naomi could be out there fighting.
Mandy like somebody auntie. Mandy, she like somebody auntie. That married that, you got the black uncle and then the white girlfriend.
Stop it.
That's what she look like.
Ooh, toxic attraction, honey. That's their name.
I like it. I'm ready. Now, if they the next ones to take them titles, I ain't mad.
They trying to do a versus with Jermaine Dupri and Diddy.
Oh, he better be careful. He's gonna find himself dead.
Got a huge musical catalog for stuff they produced.
That nigga Diddy said Jermaine Dupri don't have a big enough catalog for him.
He do got a big enough catalog. It might not be a Diddy catalog, but it's big enough.
Because everything
Jermaine
on the
Dupri
back.
wrote for a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
Jermaine Dupri catalog is bigger than Diddy's.
It is, but just because it's probably because Jermaine
and
Dupri
most
got
of them is
everything
hits.
under
They
his
not.
label.
Most of them is hits.
Yeah.
They not some little backwater deep cuts like what Diddy gonna give you because Diddy's album was trash.
Okay, I got like
at
least look. Jermaine Dupri can say his artist went far. Which one of Diddy artists went far?
What happened?
I said, which one of Diddy artists did go far?
Mary?
She was she was already discovered before Diddy, wasn't she?
No.
Oh, he found her. Well, it was Diddy. Well, not
That's
Diddy.
what I thought.
Mary.
Am I wrong?
I mean, she was never on Bad Boy. I don't think.
Yes, she was.
She was. Let me go see. Hold on.
Let me check.
Let me look on my Apple Music.
I swear she was.
Bad Boy. No, not the 20th anniversary. I don't give a shit about that.
Well, What's the 411 was her first album. After being signed to Uptown, Blige began working with producer Sean Combs, known as Puff Daddy. He was the executive producer and produced majority of her first album.
I knew it was gonna freeze. Petty hoe.
Let's see what else he did. He created her sound, and then Share My World came up. She was on MCA Records, which was the parent company to Uptown. Sean Combs, she had left Sean Combs by the time Share My World came up. She started her album was Share My World, and the Mary album. It got produced by Trackmasters, Steve Stout, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, R. Kelly, Babyface, and Rodney Jenkins. Some of the biggest and greatest producers of our time.
Right.
Produced these 2 albums. But she did have.
So what's the 411 was through Diddy?
That was through Diddy. Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't Bad Boy directly.
No, it came
Motown.
with Uptown Records.
Well, then you can't say that then. Because Bad Boy was his own thing.
She dissolved her whole relationship with him over their working relationship. It was about the music. It was the reason why she stopped fucking with him. Otherwise, she would have had him produce her second album. But they stopped with each other.
Oh, God. Child. No, she was fucking with Diddy.
Not like that.
Oh, girl.
Not like that.
You have to have me stuck for a second. I say, not my Auntie Mary.
Not like that. Bianca beat Becky in a dark match.
But yeah, because I heard Diddy was like, before even making of the band, they said he was like real anal in the studio.
Well, he is.
Because T-Bot said she was doing, what's that song? The cover of Prince song, If I Was Your Girlfriend. He was like, no, don't sing it like that, sing it like this. She said, you don't tell me how to sing. She said, this is how I sing. And they got into it. But he toughed that shit up. He was like, my bad.
Faith was the first girl in Bad Boy. I mean, really, she was the only girl, but I was talking about working with Diddy and having all these artists in his path.
I was just saying, as Bad Boy itself, it really ain't go far.
Well, Andre Harrell was the CEO of Uptown Records at the time. So he was running A&R. Jeffrey was the A&R runner for Uptown Records. And he sent her demo to Andre Harrell. And Andre Harrell met her and signed her in 1989. They developed her up until 1992. And she was signed as a backup vocalist for a couple other artists. And she then was able to branch out and be her own artist. So back in the day, you did not come out with an album after getting signed. That's not how that worked. You had to be developed. Missy Elliott was in a group before she became Missy Elliott.
And she wasn't even under Diddy.
Right. She was signed to a developmental deal. They had music out, but it didn't go anywhere. So
however, that was through Jermaine Dupri though.
Yeah. So they put you in a developmental contract. And what that did was you would go on tour with some people. You might sing backup vocals. You were supposed to be learning the business, learning how to sing. You're supposed to be developing. If you're going to produce music, you're supposed to figure that out. You're supposed to be training, like dance, choreography, all of that. Because nowadays, you put something on SoundCloud, it pop automatically, you're an artist. That's why some people end up flopping on the second try.
The grind is
that's why they had to do shit like what Lil Nas X did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said he was always closing the studio. That was when he was doing that damn.
He was gonna make another band.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with no artist that you know that you Like, not even that you don't run, but you helping out. You can't close the studio on them.
Because they paying for it.
Right.
But did he pay for the studio sessions?
Oh no, I don't want to start. Oh shit, I done messed up again.
And give me a cheesecake. That shit took me the fuck out. They actually went and got that shit too.
If I was Ashanti,
Not Cambodian breast milk.
if it was for Ashanti, J-Lo wouldn't be shit in the music world, in my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't even say that. Yeah, she stole, a couple tracks from her. But even before then, if it wasn't for Mariah.
She had already had the Waiting for Tonight shit out,
Right. She already stole some songs from Mariah. Mariah
How do you
I
feel
recorded this song
about what happened tonight with Naomi? Because I feel so proud. She should have been did that. I'd have chin-checked Sonya's ass the first time she said she ignored me. I told her to get the fuck off her phone then. Shoot. 3 weeks is long enough, bitch. You got one time to ignore me. I come up in there on your shit. And she was right. Naomi has been there longer than her. She's the veteran. She also has accomplished more than her. She got 2 titles under her belt. She ain't did shit. Sonya ain't did nothing.
She be walking around here like she hot shit.
But make Mandy famous. That's all you did. Someone said Old Town Road was a song that wasn't supposed to blow up like it did. And in a way, I agree. I don't think Nas X expected that song to blow up. What he did was he used memes and stuff to push his song. And then TikTok helped him along. But little kids like that song. My nephew was singing that song. And I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. Okay.
And it was the whole fact of the matter of them taking him off the country chart. And black people was like, what? You taking a nigga off the country chart? Oh no. Let's stream it.
Yep, and everybody started streaming it for him. It was everywhere.
And that's what it was. I like his album though. It's not bad.
I ain't listening to it.
You should listen to it. It's very good. Aside from the antics.
Ooh, don't let Songstress hear that you she stepped from this. Fuck Mariah Carey. I don't give a damn. Shit.
Mariah Carey said that do her audiobook. She said I recorded a song for a label and they gave it to another artist whom I still do not know.
Hell no.
She said whom I still do not know.
Mad at her.
Mad at who?
J-Lo.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
She said whom I still do not know.
Ooh.
Disrespect.
The shit is funny. It's really hilarious. I saw one interview. She was like, they was like, I heard that J-Lo, records, and then gets like she's in and out the studio. She said, I mean, hey, if I wasn't really singing, I'd be going home too. But
no. Stream Scoop featuring Doja Cat. Whose song is Scoop? Who is that?
That's Lil Nas X song with Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja Cat is on there. That's what you was talking about in the group chat yesterday, girl.
She only on there for like 30 seconds.
You only wanted us to stream one song because Doja on there?
Don't be one of them fans now, Kenny.
That's messed up.
His album was really good. I listened to it this afternoon.
I didn't finish it.
I don't like his little stunt queen ass. I don't like it. There was a lot of rock elements involved. I was expecting pure pop rap, but I was pleasantly surprised. He gets on my nerves. So he just do the most. He gets on my damn nerves.
Girl, what you doing? Focus on one person.
Getting to you.
Wait, where's him?
Probably done. Look, he got his car right there. That's his damn car in the damn avatar.
Not here. Focus on one person. You playing Smackdown? Playing 2K.
That's what he like to do, baby.
Yeah, that's what I be doing.
I started it, didn't finish it though. Kenny, you have a big issue with doing shit like that. Be sitting up watching wrestling. Yeah, I watched it for 5 minutes and I started playing Mafia. I don't want to. Or it's Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. She'll start playing that again. Kenny said you gotta capture my attention in the first 2 minutes. If you don't do that, I'm out. Shit. She don't be playing, honey. She gives no fucks. Oh goodness.
Oh.
All right, how long I've been live? Oh, I've been live almost 2 hours. It usually be like 3 or 4.
No, why do I keep pressing that? God damn.
She playing the Sims out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna start doing some messy shit on my Sims. This is a little burn. I'm finna start messing up people's lives and shit.
Hell no.
I had somebody first with her husband.
The other day I walked into my neighbor's house and had I had a daughter, she was 15, I had her fuck her son. In her house, she came in the house and was bad as hell. I'm like, girl, you better get it. Get all of it.
Put that thing on them.
I give movies a 5-minute limit. If I ain't feeling it after the first 5, see, the good shit don't happen in the first 5 minutes.
Of what? What's she talking about?
A movie.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wait it out. That's like when I told her to watch Shameless. She was like,
I don't
it's
want to watch
not
that.
good. I'm
Right.
like, girl, you gotta watch it. You have to sit and watch it. It has to get good for you to like it.
Kenny ain't got the time or the attention span to sit and watch something that long. It's got to capture her attention.
And that's
Do you
crazy
have
because
the
I do.
seasons pack on Sims or no? No, I don't have the seasons pack.
I got the Seasons pack, the Mermaid pack, the Wizards pack. I think we got the Pets pack too.
Oh yeah, Brandon, you gotta cut some people. You gotta shake some shit up on Sims. Now, if you can't, like I know on the PC, the mods on the PC, these girls be looking like some. I mean, their eyes be super slanted. They got fucking. They got
like you go on
balls.
Twitter and you know search Sims, baby. People
These
Sims on Twitter be
motherfucking
wild.
You be like, what the fuck is going on here?
I was following one girl thread. She said that the man's husband, no, the man's wife fucked him to make him feel better after his mom had died because his mom had a heart attack after seeing him and his wife fuck.
Hell no.
And she died.
Now she.
Child, it was a mess.
They be doing on PC certain video games just be thinking, period. Like,
Them mods do look like them MQ characters. They do. They look exactly like them. It's so weird.
somebody took they modded the Resident Evil 2 remake, and every time the Mr. X shows up, the music changes. You can tell when he's there because the music pick up and hear him walking. There are certain rooms he can't go in, but somebody modded it on the PC, and every time Mr. X shows up, X gonna give it to you by DMX start playing.
I seen that on Twitter.
Fucking crying.
Oh, Brady, Sims gets you together. When you're having a bad day, let me tell you something. If you got the Sims on your Xbox, PlayStation, or on the PC, and you having a real bad day, and you trying to start some shit, go in the park and pick you up somebody and just, you either want to wreck their family or you try to just go in somebody's house because you can just go in people's houses on the Sims. They don't lock their doors on that game. So you just walk in people's house.
All you gotta do is knock first.
Fuck their husband. Whole life tore up. Mm-hmm. They can move in with you, get a new job, a whole new life. Just don't get pregnant.
That shit is hard to do.
After the 3rd time when you be having sex, they make you get pregnant again. You be like, what the hell?
I heard a couple, they did it on the first night. She got pregnant with twins.
Oh, hell no.
I said, what the hell?
Did you abandon your twins?
No.
Deadbeat.
She took care of them. They teenagers now. I gotta go back on there. I don't know how old they are now. I ain't been on Sims.
Last time I looked on there, my Sims was gray and old, and she couldn't walk down the street. I just let her die. I didn't.
It grew.
I couldn't deal with it no more.
Ain't you happy?
I couldn't. I have
You can get your haircut.
Japan one,
You
the
get your
Mermaid
haircut.
one, Seasons, and a bunch of other ones. I don't have none of the
You
seasons.
can get a design.
I spent my first paycheck of my cleaning job on them.
You can get a
Said
design.
it was a late birthday present for myself, child.
You can start
That's
sympathizing
all.
what you're doing now. A heart.
$200 on the Seasons for Sims? Oh no, sir.
So I think I'm just.
That's why you gotta go back with your ponytail.
I can't do nothing with that.
So I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna leave the pony. Just get it cut.
You are so boring.
And
Somebody
then
that's so creative is so boring.
That ain't boring.
She boring as hell.
Shut up, Ron. I just told you what I'm gonna do. Not many people.
You made that shirt?
Shit.
Oh, you bought it like that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh. I don't know. Last time I was on here was glitching. It wouldn't save my shit. That's what happened. That's why I turned it off. It wouldn't save my shit. And I was getting pissed off. Every time I pressed something, it would click it off. I said, "Ho, stop playing with me."
I was living in back is $40.
I don't know. Ooh, my arm is sore.
Another 40.
Does it now? That's crazy.
It is not cheap, honey.
Home decorating pack is 20. The spa day thing pack is 20.
I
I
use
need y'all to
peace
give
and
me
wait
cheap
for the frizz.
because
Yes.
I need the cheap for the money for real because my rent is real high in my new house. I feel.
Girl, I don't play rent. One time I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I let my family work for the money. I don't know how they spent all the money, or I think we didn't make enough for the bills, and the lights got cut off.
Yeah,
No.
like my lights got cut off in the middle. Kenny, I need the cheap for how you keep your lights on.
You gotta Google it. All you gotta do is Google it. I forgot what it was. I think what is it? Simoleons? What's the money cheat, Ryan? What's the money cheat? The cheat for the money.
Oh. Once you get to like when you build the house and stuff.
Yeah. What's the cheat?
For those buttons and type in testing. Yeah, testing cheats on, and then after you enter that, type in.
Ah, there we go. I know how to do it. I just need to know what the cheat was.
I need to know how to do it.
Because I asked you what the cheat was, not how do you do it.
I know, but I didn't think you knew.
Context clues, baby girl.
No, you to do it. Thirsty.
You've been thirsty since you came out the womb. Thirsty girl.
Like Rosebud or Casually, you will earn 1,000 simoleons.
Oh, girl, put in money.
50,000. Oh, I needs to do that.
Yeah, I put in money and I go exactly to 10. The limit is 9. Was it 9 million? 9,900,000, 999.
Not only is it easy to access, but it's even something.
Yeah.
Actually. So that being as we show you not only how to cheat in Sims 4, I'll tell you a few favorites the Sims code.
So the limit.
Okay, because I need money. Like, I'm trying to.
But you know, I can't make everybody have money. Somebody got to be broken up when needed.
Oh, you put free real estate? Oh, bitch.
What?
I done spent money playing this game and I could have cheated.
Oh, free real estate and you could have made your house free?
You motherfuckers.
Yeah, you don't kick people out their house?
I bought mine.
Girl, I kick people the fuck out.
I paid money for mine. Good money.
No, ma'am. I say move out. Add to household, move them out, and that's our house.
The game has been out for 6 years, so when they have a sale, the main DLC packs are 50% off. That's still $20.
It depends. Like if I need extra rooms, I put extra rooms in there.
I'm looking on.
If I need extra rooms, I put extra rooms in it.
On PlayStation, the money packs are $40. Not the money packs, but the game, the passes. They're like $40 a piece. pound. Hashtag being the amount you want. Make sure you have test and cheats on. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta press all 4 of your back buttons on your controller.
Oh shit.
Thank you. I stay bringing sexy back. And all the girls don't know how to act.
Hell no. People just trolling people's lives. They don't have nothing to do.
Calling all single sims not satisfied with part try 100. What? What's going on? Swimmers get to work. What is this? Oh, simmers. Call someone mayhem today.
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I don't care. That's what I got. That's what I got y'all with the Blue Ridge for. Y'all supposed to take care of that.
We don't see
Anyway.
no blue bands over here.
I gotta get up in the morning so I can bake. So I'm finna to go.
What you baking?
Cupcakes.
Oh.
To make strawberry cupcakes.
Oh my god.
Come on, catch.
I hate
Bro, I'm
you.
gonna slap the fuck out you.
I said catch.
Why would you even throw it? I'm not even ready to catch you.
I'm
Imbecile.
sorry, but it's too funny. I can't. You stupid kitty.
Ready now?
Whatever.
Aaliyah's terrible. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I might. It won't be over here though. I'll probably go live on Instagram tomorrow. So I shall see y'all later.
Bye.